Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is International Islamic University, Islamabad Schools, Sahiwal Campus online lectures. This lecture is for grade 7 English and we are going to start unit number 3, which is families. And the name of this lesson is Pull Your Weight. This is the first lecture given to you online from this agenda. And in this lecture, we are going to cover the topic from unit number 3, Introduction to Listening and Speaking Skills. Then we will move towards the lesson and we will do the reading of lesson. I will give you the meanings of difficult words and you will have to write down all those meanings in your English classwork notebook. So first of all, prepare your classwork page and the index. For index, you have to write down the serial number, date and the topic, which is words meanings. Before we begin the lesson, just make sure that you have your English students book, English workbook and English classwork notebook and your complete stationery with you. When you need to write down anything on your book or your workbook, you will write it down with the lead pencil. And when you need to write down anything on your notebook, your classwork or homework notebook, you will write it down with the blue ink pen and blue marker. Listen to the lecture very attentively and very carefully and note down all the things said by your teacher in your book or notebook wherever I ask you. If you need to ask anything from your teacher, you need to ask any question or you don't understand anything, you just pick your mobile phone and send a WhatsApp voice note mentioning your name, grade and the subject about which you need to ask anything. Please open your English students book page number 24 where the unit number 3 begins with its listening and speaking skill. Listening. Listening is necessary to find out specific information. Before you start to listen and decide what you need to know. Don't try to remember everything you hear. Focus on the information you need to complete the family tree. Here in page number 24. Dear grade 7 students, listening is a very important. Listening skill is very important. The first and foremost thing in listening skill is to extract the actual information that you need to listen. आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि जब आप कुछ सुन रहे हैं, if it is any conversation between two people or you are doing conversation with your friend or anyone or any type of communication, you need to focus on the information you actually require to listen. On page number 24, question number 1 is to study Arham's family tree below. Here फैमिली ट्री इज़ गिवन. आपको पता है कि फैमिली ट्री कैसा होता है. सबसे ऊपर फैमिली के हेड के नेम्स आते हैं. देन वर्टिकल लाइंस के साथ जो फैमिली हेड होता है उसके जो चिल्ड्रन होते हैं उनके नेम्स आते हैं और उसके बाद उन चिल्ड्रन के नेम से जब कोई वर्टिकल लाइन नीचे को आ रही होती है, इट मीन्स कि ये उस चाइल्ड का अदर स्टेप चाइल्ड है. हियर इन दिस फैमिली ट्री द top most names are Iqbal Jamil and Saima Akram. It means that Iqbal Jamil and Saima Akram are the heads of some family. 3 vertical lines are getting extracted from these names, which are Sadia, Shakil, and third is the missing name. We have to guess that whose name is missing here. In the first vertical line, Sadia, and then other name is missing here with the dotted line, blank dotted line, and we can assume that if here is the name of Sadia, Sadia must be the daughter of Iqbal Jamil and Saima Akram. And whose name is missing here? Of course, Sadia's husband's name is missing here. Then another vertical line is with the name Shakil, and Shakil must be the son of Iqbal Jamil and Saima Akram. And whose name is missing with the name of Shakil? Of course, Shakil's wife. Third line is again a vertical line which shows that here would be the name of daughter or son of Iqbal Jamil. But the name is missing here. So here would come Iqbal and Saima's son or daughter. We don't know that is the missing name is of his son or daughter. So we will write it down here. Iqbal and Saima's son or daughter. Next, further from Sadia and her husband's family, there is another vertical line which shows that here is the sub-family of Sadia and her husband. One name is mentioned here, which is Umar. Umar must be son of Sadia and her husband. Here are two blanks, two dotted lines, blank dotted lines. It means that there would come on number 4 and number 5 Umar's siblings. Maybe they are Umar's brothers or Umar's sisters, or one is sister and one is brother, we don't know, but they must be Umar's siblings. Another sub-family tree from Shakil and his wife's name is extracted here, and one name again is mentioned here, which is Arham. Arham must be Shakil and his wife's son. Here are 3 names missing. तो ऑफ कोर्स वहाँ पे भी किन के नेम आने चाहिए थे, अरहम के सिबलिंग्स के नेम, या तो वो अरहम के ब्रदर्स होंगे या अरहम के सिस्टर्स होंगे, या कोई अरहम की सिस्टर होगी और ब्रदर होगा. सो ऑन नंबर 5 देयर वुड बी उमर्स सिबलिंग, एंड नंबर 6, 7 and 8 would have Arham's siblings names. I hope you all have understood that how I gave you these solutions. एक्चुअली हम यहाँ पे एक्सट्रैक्ट ये करना चाह रहे हैं कि हमें एक ब्लैंक फैमिली, एक इनकम्प्लीट फैमिली ट्री को देख के ये कैसे पता चला कि यहाँ किसके नेम्स आएंगे. हमने उसको इतना गौर से देखा और हमने पहले उसको समझा कि फैमिली ट्री का स्ट्रक्चर कैसा होता है. जब हमने फैमिली ट्री का स्ट्रक्चर समझ लिया, फिर हमें ये गेस करना ईजी हो गया कि जो नेम्स मिसिंग हैं वहाँ पे किन के नेम्स आएंगे. नेम्स ऑफ कोर्स हम नहीं जानते, वो अगर हम इनका प्ले देखेंगे या सुनेंगे तो फिर हम उनके नेम्स जान सकेंगे. अभी हमें सिर्फ इतना पता है कि वहाँ किन लोगों के नेम्स मिसिंग हैं. आई होप यू ऑल हैव डन दिस. नेक्स्ट एक्सरसाइज you have to do on your book is from speaking part, page number 25. Please come to page number 25, grade 7 students. Exercise 1 is work in pairs, match the family member to the definition. Okay, here are 6 definitions given and 6 family member names are given here. You have to match the definition with the member. The first definition is the sister of your mother or your father. Dear grade 7 students, what do you call your father or mother's sister? She is your aunt. So write down aunt in front of the first definition. Definition number 2 is your mother or father's parents. What do you call your mother or father's parents? They are your grandparents. Definition number 3 is the son of your children. किसी के चिल्ड्रन के सन को क्या कहते हैं? ग्रैंडसन. Definition number 4 is the children of your aunt and uncle. What do you call the children of your aunt and uncle? You call them cousins. Definition number 5 is your brother or sister's daughter. What do someone call his brother or sister's daughter? She is called niece. Definition number 6 is your husband's sister. What does someone's husband's sister called? It's called sister-in-law. You have to write down these member names with the members' definitions on your book. Next exercise, exercise 1B, is similar with this exercise, but you have to write down the definition of each member written here. Exercise is make your own definition for the following family members. Dear grade 7 students, this exercise is to be done in your classwork notebook. So prepare your classwork page by writing date and day, and the topic is families, and the subtopic is speaking. Then you will write down the exercise statement with the blue ink pen, and then you will write down the solution with blue ink pen. The first word is uncle. Who is your uncle? Your father or mother's brother is called uncle. Next is nephew. Who is nephew? Your brother or sister's son is called nephew. Daughter-in-law. Who is daughter-in-law? Daughter-in-law is your son's wife. Grandmother. Who is the grandmother? Your father or mother's mother is called grandmother. Brother-in-law. Brother-in-law is your sister's husband. Have you written all these definitions in your notebook? Good. Let's move towards our lesson. Please come on page number 26 on your student's book, where the lesson pull your weight is given here. Okay, first of all, you need to understand its title, its name, which is pull your weight. What does pull your weight means? Pull your weight is a phrasal verb which has some different meaning from its word meaning. पुल योर वेट का मतलब ये है कि अपनी ड्यूटीज़ को खुद फुलफ़िल करना ना. पुल योर वेट का मतलब ये नहीं है कि अपना वज़न उठाना. अपना वज़न उठाना का मतलब ये है कि अपनी ड्यूटीज़ को खुद फुलफ़िल करना. इन दिस लेसन पुल योर वेट, a mother tells her daughter and son about the arrival of their aunt from abroad. The mother tells her children about their duties. The children show some weird behavior. Then the mother scolds her children and they get ready to do their assigned duties. This is a very interesting story. You will remember the events and the things happened at your home when guests arrive, and when you listen the news that some guests are coming to your house. How do you feel, and what are the duties assigned to you, and what are the differences in your daily routine come when some guests arrive at your house. First of all, you need to write down date and day on page number 26 of students book, and you will write down the meanings of difficult words in your English classwork notebook. So prepare your classwork page as you already have prepared. You don't need to write down the date and day again on your notebook, but just add a line in the middle of the page, just like this. First section will be for words and the other for meanings. I am going to start reading here from page number 26. You will read it with me. You will move your finger on the lines I am reading here. If you find any new word here, you will repeat the video. You will rewind the video and listen it carefully again and learn its pronunciation. Okay, I am going to start the reading. When Khadija and Jabbar returned from school, Mrs. Sabi, their mother, had some news for them. Mommy, holding a letter. I have just heard from your aunt Nida in London. She's got some off next week and she's decided to pay us a visit. As she's coming such a long way to see us, I want us to make it really special for her. Okay, dear grade 7 students, here their mum is giving them a news that she just has come to know that their aunt Nida from London is coming to spend some vacation, some holidays with them, and she wants that these vacations have to be prepared for the guest to be very special for her. Khadija, where is she going to sleep, mommy? We don't have a lot of space. Okay, dear grade 7 students, see here. यहाँ मम्मी ने उन्हें एक न्यूज़ बताई है कि आपकी आंट निदा आ रही हैं और खदीजा को सबसे पहले ये परेशानी हो गई है कि आंट निदा आ रही हैं तो मुझे अपना रूम शेयर करना पड़ेगा, और वो फ़ौरन से अपनी परेशानी शेयर करते हुए कह रही हैं कि वेयर इज़ शी गोइंग टू स्लीप मम्मी, वी डोंट हैव लॉट ऑफ स्पेस. देयर मम इज़ ट्राइंग देम टू get ready for the arrival of guests and is going to assign them some duties and is showing them that they have to welcome their aunt warmly and make her days very special. But Khadija is responding with some weird behavior and asking that where is she going to sleep. Next, mommy, you can move in with Jabbar for a few days. Auntie Nida can sleep in your room. Now mummy has decided that Auntie Nida will sleep in Khadija's room and Khadija has to move with Jabbar in his room for a few days. Khadija: Mummy, that's not fair. Why should I be the one to move? अब खदीजा अपनी मम्मी के साथ थोड़ा सा वियर्ड बिहेवियर कर रही हैं और कह रही हैं कि मैं क्यों जब्बार के साथ मूव करूं, मुझे क्यों अपना रूम छोड़ना पड़ेगा. मम्मी: खदीजा, आई एम सरप्राइज्ड एट यू. डोंट यू वांट टू मेक योर आंटी फील वेलकम? While we are on the subject, there is something else I want to talk about. There will be a lot of work getting the house ready and I want you to both pull your weight. अब मम्मी उन्हें क्या बता रही हैं कि आप मुझे इतना वियर्ड बिहेवियर शो कर रहे हो, मैं सरप्राइज्ड हो गई हूँ आपकी इस थिंकिंग से, और मैं तो आपको ये बताना चाह रही थी कि हम आंटी निदा के लिए ये डेज़ बहुत स्पेशल करेंगे और इसके लिए हमें बहुत सारे काम करने होंगे और मैं आप दोनों को आपकी ड्यूटीज़ असाइन करना चाह रही थी और आप दोनों को अपनी वो ड्यूटीज़ अपनी ड्यूटीज़ फुलफ़िल करनी है और आप मुझे इस तरह का रिस्पॉन्स दे रही हैं. खदीजा: दैट्स ईजी फॉर जब्बार, ही इज़ हैवियर देन मी. अब खदीजा यहाँ पे एक लेम एक्सक्यूज़ बना रही हैं कि जो हाउस होल्ड वर्क्स हैं या जो भी आपने ड्यूटीज़ असाइन करनी है वो जब्बार को दें बिकॉज ही इज़ हैवियर देन मी. मम्मी: डोंट बी चीकी खदीजा, यू नो परफेक्टली वेल व्हाट आई मीन. I want you both to help out with the work around the house. I don't want to see either of you sitting in front of the television while I work my fingers to the bone. Okay, grade 7 students, here mummy scolds Khadija and tells that don't be cheeky, don't be rude and don't be so smart. You know that what does I mean. I want you both to help out with the work around the house. अब मम्मी उन्हें कह रही हैं कि मैं जब घर के काम करूँगी आप दोनों को मेरे साथ घर के सारे कामों में मुझे हेल्प आउट करना है और मैं ऐसा ना देखूँ कि आप लोगों में से कोई टेलीविज़न के सामने बैठा हुआ है और मुझे अपने घर में बहुत ज़्यादा काम करना पड़ रहा है. Here again phrasal verb came here. Fingers to the bone. Dear grade 7 students, fingers to the bone means to work very hard. Mummy says that I don't want to see either of you sitting in front of the television while I work my fingers to the bone. It means that I don't want it to see that you people are sitting and watching television and I have to do the all household works and all the kitchen works. Jabbar: okay mummy, but don't forget I have got some exams coming up next month. I should be studying. अब जब्बार भी यहाँ पे एक लेम एक्सक्यूज़ बना रहे हैं और ये कह रहे हैं कि मेरे एग्ज़ाम्स आने वाले हैं, सो आपको ये बात आपने याद रखनी है कि मेरे एग्ज़ाम्स आने वाले हैं और मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा काम नहीं देना है. मम्मी: I'll remind you of that next time I'll see you sneaking off to the beach with your friends. ओके, यहाँ पे मम्मी उसे स्कोल्ड करने वाले वे में कह रही हैं कि ये आपको मैं तब याद करवाऊँगी जब आप अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ चीयर अप करने जाओगे, जब आप अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ बीच पे पिकनिक मनाने जाओगे, मैं तब आपको याद करवाऊँगी कि आपके एग्ज़ाम्स आ रहे हैं, आप मुझे कामों के मामले में ये याद ना दिलाएं. Khadija, the first thing you will have to do is to tidy up the mess in your room. The last time I looked in there, I saw your clothes strewn all over the floor and a pile of dirty plates on the desk. Jabbar, you will have to help me get the place cleaned up. Now here mummy is assigning some duties to both of them, and the first duties are for both of them is to clean up all the house. First of all, Khadija has to clean up her room because her room is going to be Auntie Nida's room in her visit. So she has to clean up her room first, and mummy asks Jabbar to do the whole house cleaned up with his mummy's help. Jabbar, mummy, why do I have to do cleaning? Khadija makes more mess than I do. She should help as well. अब जब्बार यहाँ पे अगेन थोड़ा सा चीकी होने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, ज़्यादा ओवर स्मार्ट हो रहे हैं और कह रहे हैं कि मुझे क्यों क्लीनिंग करनी है, खदीजा जो है वो घर में ज़्यादा मैस क्रिएट करती है, सो उसे भी हमारे साथ हेल्प आउट करवाना चाहिए. मम्मी फॉर्मली मीन्स स्टर्नली विद सम स्ट्रिक्टनेस. Khadija has to get her room ready for Auntie Nida. That will take her a long time. After that, you are both going to help me in the cooking. Okay. Now, mummy has given them another task that after completing this whole cleaning. You both of you will help me in the cooking in kitchen. Jabbar, but mummy, I'm not good at cooking. I can't do something else. Can't I do something else? Here Jabbar is saying that I don't know how to cook and please assign me something else. Mummy, if you are not good at cooking, it's about time you learned. I want both of you to be able to look after yourself when you leave home. I will be very busy when your auntie is here, so I want you both to lend a hand. Okay, here lend a hand means to help out someone. Lend a hand is again a phrasal verb which means help out or to help someone. अब मम्मी यहाँ पे क्या कह रही हैं कि अगर जबार, अगर तुम्हें कुकिंग नहीं आती है तो ये एक अच्छा टाइम है कुकिंग को सीखने का. अब आपके पास टाइम है, आप कुकिंग सीख लो ताकि अगर कभी आप घर पे नहीं हो आप दोनों हर तरह के काम कर सको. जबार जो है वो एक बॉय है, वो बाकी काम तो कर सकता है लेकिन कुकिंग नहीं कर सकता. तो अगर कभी वो अपने घर पे नहीं होगा, किसी काम के लिए कहीं जाए, तो वो कुकिंग भी जानता हो. और इसी तरह जो खदीजा हैं वो एक गर्ल हैं, उन्हें कुकिंग तो आती होगी लेकिन जो घर के बाकी काम है उसे वो भी आने चाहिए, क्योंकि अगर कभी ज़रूरत पड़े तो वो भी अपने सारे काम खुद से कर सकें. जबार, इफ़ यू वांट अस बोथ टू बी एबल टू लुक आफ्टर आवरसेल्व्स, shouldn't Khadija learn to do some of man's work around the house like replacing fuses or putting up shelves? अब जबार यहाँ पे फिर ओवर स्मार्ट होने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. वो कह रहे हैं मम्मी, अगर आप ये चाहती हैं कि हम दोनों को सारे काम आने चाहिए तो फिर खदीजा को चाहिए कि वो सीखे कि कैसे फ्यूज़ रिप्लेस करना है या कैसे शेल्फ सेट करनी है. मम्मी इम्पेशेंटली, जबार होल्ड योर टंग, आई एम बिगिनिंग टू लूज़ पेशेंस विद यू. ओके, वट डज़ बिगनिंग टू लूज़ पेशेंस विद यू मीन्स कि अब मम्मी कह रही है कि मेरा सब्र जवाब दे रहा है, मैं अब मज़ीद आपको टॉलरेट नहीं कर सकती, आप बहुत ज़्यादा बदतमीज़ हो रहे हो. हैवंट आई ऑलवेज टोल्ड यू दैट वी हैव नो सच थिंग एज मैंस वर्क एंड वुमेन्स वर्क इन दिस हाउस, वी ऑल डू आर फेयर शेयर. ओके, यहाँ मम्मी क्या कह रही हैं कि कोई भी काम मैन वर्क या वुमेन वर्क नहीं होता, वी ऑल डू आर फेयर शेयर. फेयर शेयर मीन्स कि अपना अपना हिस्सा हमने अपने अपने हिस्से के हमने काम करने होते हैं. जबार, ऑल राइट मम्मी, डोंट हिट द रूफ. हिट द रूफ मीन्स टू गेट वेरी मच एंग्री. I'll help out when Auntie Nida comes, I promise. Mummy, I'm glad to hear it. I shall be keeping an eye on both of you. Make sure you don't let me down. Okay, here two other phrasal verbs have come. First is keeping an eye. Keep an eye means to watch out, कि मैं आप पे नज़र रखूँगी, मैं आपको देखती रहूँगी. Make sure you don't let me down. Let me down means कि आप मुझे मायूस नहीं करेंगे. Did you enjoy this lesson? I really enjoyed it. आपको ये लेसन पढ़ने के बाद बहुत कुछ याद आया होगा. जब आपके घर में गेस्ट्स आए होंगे आपको भी बहुत सारे डिफरेंट टास्क असाइन हुए होंगे और आपकी मम्मी ने भी आपसे ये कहा होगा कि मुझे गेस्ट के सामने ये ना कहना पड़े कि उठ के ये काम करो और उठ के वो काम करो. और इसी तरह खदीजा और जबार की मदर भी उन्हें पहले से मेंटली प्रिपेयर कर रही हैं कि आपकी आंटी के सामने मुझे आपको बार बार आपके काम ना याद करवाने पड़े और ये ना हो कि आप बैठे टीवी देखते रहे और मैं बैठ के काम कर रही हूँ एंड ऑल दैट. Now it's time for you to note down your diary. Open your diary, write down date if you haven't written it yet. Subject is English, and now note down your homework, which is of course the first and foremost thing for you to listen this lesson again and learn all the word meanings from this lesson. Another homework is to do workbook page number 15 and 14. This is the end of today's lesson. Good luck grade 7. Allah Hafiz.